You know what I hate? Pisses me off.
Come on over.
The definition of a pet peeve is as follows. A pet peeve is a particular thing that bugs you every time. If your pet peeve is how people misuse words, you're in the right place. A peeve is an annoyance, and a pet peeve is an annoyance that's nurtured like a pet. It's something someone can never resist complaining about.
Ooh. Okay. That puts it into perspective.
I have a lot of pet peeves.
Because I try to keep it to myself sometimes because you don't want to
But sometimes
put
you
it on
can't.
somebody. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll go.
If I must.
Mind you guys have had this list running for so long because I just knew we would have to say this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when somebody slams the car door, I hate it.
Yeah.
I just find it rude, first of all. Like, why do you have to slam it? But then some of my friends get mad when I shut it too softly because I always don't close it hard enough. But I hate that.
It's a fine line of balance because I've been told, like, hey, can you, like, do it a little more calmly? But then I feel you. Like, sometimes I'm, like, too soft and it just doesn't close. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's like, oh, but I feel that. I wouldn't want someone slamming my car door closed. I'd be like, hey, yo. So I get it.
My friend said that if you're touching the door the whole time you close it, you'll never slam it. And that you'll make sure it's like, if you just go boom, rather than, when someone just, like, whips it closed.
I guess that makes sense.
New life hack.
I hate that.
Gently close the door all the way.
Mm-hmm.
I felt this one on a personal level today, so it had to be first on my list, okay? Having to do something that you've already done. Like, you have to redo it. Oh, does that take the wrong side of my brain and piss me off every single time? Not only did I already do the thing, but now you're being a little nitpicky about one thing that causes me to have to redo the entire thing. Absolutely not. I'm going to go...
Give some context. Give some context.
Give context. Yeah. Okay.
As vaguely as possible.
I had to do a task for work today, right? And one part of the process was not required. So obviously, what's required. Thinking that only have the part needed.
Janina.
I just thought you were gonna say something around the lines of like.
Like, how do I make it vague?
Just say, like, I hate when I do something and then I have to do it again. Like,
that's what I said, and then you said it wasn't enough.
Too exposing. Too exposing.
Just having to do something that you've already done over again is a pain.
Yeah, it's true.
It's just a pain.
My number one pet peeve is when people have no spatial awareness, especially in public and or crowded places. Like, they'll be rocking back and forth, they'll be on the phone loudly, they'll be, like, just taking up so much space and not aware that someone's trying to get around them, trying to just enjoy the same environment that they're in. I hate when people can't read a room.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just for you. When you're in public, it's for everybody. And I hate when people have no spatial awareness.
That's like with park etiquette or anywhere. Like, you stay to the right and you'll just be walking and somebody's walking right towards you.
Oh my god, and when you go on, when you're on the beach and you set up your towel and someone comes right next to you and there's a whole beach around you.
Yes.
Like, no spatial awareness. You take up space, go somewhere else.
Yeah.
There's plenty of space.
There's tons of space. Oh,
this is my little bubble. Leave it alone.
Hate it.
How do you feel about if you're waiting in a line at a store and the line has moved up like a whole ton, but the person hasn't moved? Does that bother you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Move up.
Move up.
I will literally say, excuse me. That's like a person sitting at a green light and not moving.
That's like when you're in the Dunkin' drive-thru and they don't move up to take their order.
Yeah, you're right.
Just go. Don't be in the fast lane if you can't keep up.
Yeah. If you don't know your order, go inside.
Seriously. You don't have to be in your car. They're not making you.
My sister's car broke down in the drive-thru.
Okay, that's a different story.
Oh my god,
they had to shut down the drive-thru because they had to tow it.
That's
actually my worst nightmare.
That's a different story, though.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's
Were
funny.
people honking at her?
Yes. Well, then they realize.
I don't honk at people. I don't. Unless it's life or death, I won't honk. I think it's mean.
Sometimes people need it.
Yeah. Very recently, I was sitting behind someone at a red light, and then it turned green. And after 3 seconds, I literally counted 3 Mississippis. They still had not moved. So you gotta give them a little honk. Like, homeboy was clearly just on his phone, not giving an F. Like, sir, you're driving.
Yeah.
I got places to be.
But did you, like, lay on it? Give it a little tap. Like a little tap. A gentle tap. You know those memes like, life's not getting any greener, buddy. I have another one. I hate when you're in a group of people and somebody has their back towards you. Like, let's say you walk in to a group, a circle of people talking in a public place, maybe like a bar or a party, and then somebody like won't move to let you into the circle. Mm-hmm. I hate that. Or if somebody walks in the conversation and the people talking like don't make an effort to bring that person in, like they're standing there, just give them a little rundown of what's going on.
Yeah.
That's so.
That just feels rude and inconsiderate.
It is rude. It's just like basic manners.
Yeah.
But people don't have common sense.
Not at all.
Not anymore.
No. And again, like, they can't feel someone's presence behind them.
That's what I'm saying. Move.
They don't know what's going on.
No social awareness.
No. That's like a huge thing for me. I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
Read the room.
Yeah, please.
I know you're not reading a book, but read the room.
Janina.
That's sass, okay? Shoes on the floor. Randomly. Like, at least if it's on the floor by the door, that makes sense. That's allowed. You just came in and you took it off there. But just have them on the floor, just...
Like all over the house?
Yeah, like shoes in the bathroom, shoes in the kitchen, shoes in the living room. What are we doing?
Yeah.
I live in an apartment, okay? It's like at least right there.
I don't like that either.
But like, just put them literally anywhere.
Yeah.
That's not somewhere random. Like, it has to be in a place that makes sense for shoes to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing?
My siblings do that. Like, they leave their shoes all over the house. Put them in your room.
Literally put them in your room. Buy a shoe rack, leave it by the door, leave it in some designated spot then. Like, if they're prone to leaving their shoes somewhere, just put a shoe rack there at least.
Yeah,
and be like, okay, this is your shoe space now. If I catch your shoes anywhere else, I'm going to be pissed.
Mm-hmm.
It's fair.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Agreed. My next pet peeve is repeating myself.
Oh, we know.
I hate repeating myself. Why didn't you listen the first time? And sure, sometimes I'll mumble, sometimes I'll be quiet. But when it's someone that I know I'm speaking loudly to and they just don't care to listen and they're like, oh, what'd you say?
Yeah.
Hate it. It's disrespectful.
Hate that too. Or when people are like, you're mumbling. And sometimes
it's just probably
pisses me off. I'm like, shut up.
No, I hate repeating myself.
Yeah. Huh?
I
know you hate that.
Sometimes I will literally wait until, because you can tell, like, when someone's on their phone if they're, like, not actually listening.
Yeah.
I will just stop talking and see how long it takes for them to notice that I stopped.
But that's so rude.
It's so rude.
It's so rude, but I don't want to waste my breath.
No, definitely.
If you're not going to listen, I'll just wait.
Because then you would have to repeat it.
Exactly. And I don't want to do that, so I'll just sit here and wait and make you feel uncomfortable and make you look stupid for not listening to me. That's so rude.
Like, I literally hate when people are on their phone at the table. Like, if I'm in a restaurant with friends, don't be on your phone. That drives me crazy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few sparing moments, I'll take a glance down at my phone. But, like,
not the whole
sitting
time.
there, or if somebody's, like, watching a game, put that away. Put that away.
Yeah.
Just watch the game. You can't watch the game if you're on your phone.
I'm saying, like, watching it on your phone at the table.
Oh.
I just feel like there's nothing to, like, that would relate to that for us. Like, people need to always be watching the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never be, even with Love Island, I didn't bring it to dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll still be there.
Yeah.
I guess it's different, though, with the game, because you want to watch it live versus getting spoilers.
Then don't schedule
it. I agree with you there. If you know you want to watch the game, just say no to the plans.
If you watched Good Will Hunting, you know that if someone loves you, they'll skip the baseball game for you.
Mm.
Period.
I love that movie. You guys seen that movie?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
Janina, you know what I'm talking about? I had to go see a girl.
Yes.
And he left in, like, the ninth inning, and there was, like, a home run, and it was, like, this major baseball play, and he said he had to go see about a girl, so he left.
I do remember
and
that.
And they fell in love.
We should make a montage of all the times you've asked.
No, because
So
that's too
many.
much. It's too much. Too much on my plate, Janina.
It would be better to just count the ones you have seen because you haven't seen any of the other ones.
True.
Seriously.
I've got one. An unmade bed. Ooh, does that irk me now?
Really?
Yes. I am so obsessed with making my bed. I got into that habit like 3 years ago now, so it's just a part of me. So much so that, like, on the days that I'm up before my fiance and I leave, when I come back from work, I will make the bed at 6 o'clock at night. That night, knowing we're getting into it in 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's the fact that I want to get into a made bed every single night. So that when it's unmade, it drives me nuts, and I will literally stop what I'm doing to go fix it and make it.
Well, do you get mad if you walk into somebody else's room and their bed's not made?
I guess not, because that's their prerogative.
Yeah, but would you be like, oh, why is their bed not made?
I'd think it. I wouldn't say it to them, and I'd be like, why don't they make their bed? I love making my bed. It takes 2 seconds, and I just feel so good afterwards. It's nice and cool and crisp when you get into it every single night.
Yeah.
Your side of the pillow that you prefer, always freezing. It just is, okay? It's not freezing when you just leave it there, facing the sun and whatnot all day long.
Mine is pretty cold, Janina. I don't make my bed every day. I like
Do you like pull the sheets up a little bit? Like,
no,
what do you do?
I'm gonna get right back into it.
That's Alex's logic too, and I'm like, I don't get it.
I do love though, like every 2 weeks I have new sheets, washed duvet, like new pillows. So like I get that. But every day is kind of a lot.
It's 1 minute out of your day.
It does take
To
only
just-
about a minute.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't bother you, then it's like, whatever.
Yeah. I love my bed.
I just know that I'll get onto my bed, and I don't want to be
I'm
touching the sheets if I'm
not
in my clothes.
room until I go back to sleep.
Okay.
Like I don't hang out there.
I mean, neither do I, but I look at it. Like, being that I live in an apartment, I just see my bed throughout the day,
That's
especially
true.
on days that I work from home. So I just want it to look nice and pretty and good.
That's funny.
No?
I agree.
I made my bed before I came here because I didn't do it this morning.
See?
You guys are weirdos.
But that's because I was like running out of the house, and then I was like, oh, let me just
my
get
bed
this
has like a pile
done.
of clothes on it right now, a blanket half on the floor.
ready for you tonight.
It's ready for me, and the clothes are staying there until tomorrow. Yeah.
That's okay.
Might
But
be
again, for me
shocking.
personally, I can't, like, go a day without making my bed. I just can't.
Good for you. I should challenge myself to that. I'm sure it would be good.
See how your life changes.
Okay, girl. Okay, 75 hard.
That, skincare, a walk, morning routine trio.
I got 10,500 steps today.
Nice.
I gotta go on another walk after this.
It's gonna be late.
That was a lump
I'll just
today.
do walks around the building. Anyways, they don't care about that.
My
Moving on.
next thing that I despise is spitting.
Oh.
Thank you. That was on my list.
Hate when people spit. You'll just be walking down the block and they'll just spit on the grass or the sidewalk or the street. Who says that you're allowed to do that?
As Alex Cooper from Call Her Daddy would say, knock it the fuck off. Stop fucking spitting.
I was so scared of where you're gonna go with that.
No. I mean, she probably would agree with that. Spitters are quitters. She'd probably be like, swallow, girls. That's on.
My brother watches this, you know.
That's okay. Just spitting in general, knock it the fuck off, okay? Like, I just can't. I can't.
So I have a friend that spits all the time, and we always yell at him because we're like, "You could swallow that. You don't have to spit."
Yeah.
And not to mention, we'll be in a let's say we just got ice cream and we're standing in the parking lot. Don't spit near my foot.
Exactly.
There's
can't
no
unsee
reason
it
to
now.
have that much spit in your mouth.
There's no reason.
There's
There's no reason.
I'm just chronically dehydrated, so I don't experience that.
dry mouth.
I have never once been like, yes, you know what's a good thing to do right now? Just spit.
Like,
Who thinks that?
It's always
Why do you
guys,
think-
too.
Study them.
it's always guys.
Scientists, please study these people's brains and find out why they spit. And how do we erase that part of the genome out of human history? I'm so passionate about
I
this.
wonder if it's something with men. Like, do you think?
I think
don't
they're
know.
just stupid.
I don't know. Probably. No brain cells.
Well, this kind of relates into that. I don't like when people like click their tongue. in mid-conversation. Like, if somebody's like, well, I don't like that. Do you do that?
No.
Okay, sorry.
I can click my tongue, but I'm not just like...
do it in convo.
Oh my god!
There's so many mouth things on this list that you guys don't even...
Oh.
I don't like that.
Right, you're up.
Oh, well, kind of leading back into the phone thing, I hate to say it, but I also hate if you have guests over, or whatever the case may be, and somebody answers the phone at the table. I think you should get up.
Agreed.
If you have guests over, take the phone call elsewhere.
Or take a message.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
Unless
Don't
it's
make everyone else listen to your phone call. But I do that. Well, I'm just thinking about the times I've answered the phone near you guys.
Oh.
But that's different. It's not like we're eating dinner.
I can't even name one time, Julia.
I feel like there was only once.
Fish, so.
Next up, bad walkers. I've gone on this rant before, but get the fuck out of the way. Keep it moving or move over, okay?
Yeah.
I am...
If they're slow?
Yes. Slow walkers or like people that walk side to side because there are those people because they're on their phone and they're not paying attention.
Yeah.
So this goes back into the lack of social awareness.
Yeah.
Do you want to be on your phone or do you want to walk in New York City? You can't do both. I'm so sorry. You cannot do both.
Yeah, you gotta pick up your head,
That's
man.
fair. Yeah. Hate it.
Families, I give a little bit of grace to, but if you're being ultra ridiculous, like if you're taking up the whole sidewalk and you're walking slow as hell, absolutely not. Condense the group, walk slow, or walk spread out and walk fast. You can't have both. I'm sorry. You just can't. You gotta have one or the other.
Okay, well, into public transportation, I hate when you get on the bus and there's people who sit in the seat, the aisle seat, when there's nobody next to them.
Yes!
I will literally... I'm the person that they hate. Because being that I'm one of the last stops, I want the window seat. So I'm like, oh, actually, can I sit there? Oh, you're not going to sit there? I'll sit there. Thanks.
Because they're trying to save it so they don't have to sit near anybody.
I hate when people do that.
Well, too bad. I will sit right next to you. Your plan failed. Sit next to the window.
Just like shimmy.
I do. Grab my backpack and like slide
and they put
myself
bag
in.
on the seat. Move it.
Oh, I will make them move it. I'm gunning for you first.
Yeah.
Sweet little grandma over here sitting in the aisle. No, I'm gonna walk 5 rows back to you to make you move your bag so you can learn the lesson. Because I know you're trying to save that.
Going with that, I had excessive phone use in public, but especially on public transportation, when people are not using headphones and they're blasting TikTok at full volume. We know how I feel about this. I've ranted about this before. I hate when people are loud, especially in a confined space.
Yeah, that's rude.
Or there's people that are on the phone for the whole hour bus ride. Shut up!
Literally, shut up and take the phone call when you get off the bus.
How do people not have headphones?
How do people not have anxiety about being loud?
The TikTok scrolls is crazy in the bus. I hated that. Oh my god, there was one kid in the subway playing some cartoon in the morning. It was so loud. For what?
For what? For what?
I can't.
Ruins your morning, to be honest.
I just hate when people are loud. I mean, maybe it's a me thing.
No, I don't think so.
Like, if you're being loud in a place where you're supposed to be quiet, like the bus,
Yeah.
you're not great. Like, we're not the crazy ones.
Yeah.
Like, they are. Read the room.
They can't read the
Have some
room.
social awareness and buy the fucking headphones. You can get a pair of headphones at the dollar store, I'm sure.
Seriously. Yeah.
Like, you don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't need AirPod Pros.
Or just don't have the stimulation for the 1 hour.
Yeah.
You could just sit there, look out the window, get beautiful views of New York City.
Read a book.
Sometimes I don't listen to music on the bus. I just sit there. Yeah, read a book. I didn't mean to talk over you.
It's okay. I was just gonna keep saying it because I firmly believe that. Just read a book.
Yeah.
It's you know what I mean? Like, you're still getting entertained, and it's at
And it's
zero volume.
quiet.
Yeah.
It's silent. Even
Just
better.
don't read it out loud, because I bet they would do that.
Oh my god.
It's an audiobook for the bus now.
Hate.
Okay, well, this one, and I don't know if anyone gets bothered by stuff like this. I hate when there's products in the shower and people, like, let's say that you have a shampoo bottle and there's shampoo, like, stuck to it.
Oh. I feel that
Like,
way about
oozing
toothpaste.
out of the... And they just leave it. Because I've cleaned so many bathrooms in my time. And that is one thing that kills me. I'm like, how do you leave it like this?
Yeah.
I always, like, will scrub it off for them, so it's not...
Yeah. I don't even know how it gets like that in the first
I know.
place.
Well, just, like, I think when you pump it, it just... sometimes keeps running, but...
Oh, I don't use a pump one.
Same.
I use the flip cap, squeeze it out, cap it closed, put it back.
Okay, but
Same.
even with that, if you open the cap and there's just shampoo or like crusted onto it.
I will leave that running in the water to get rid of it.
Yeah.
See, you're smart.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
I maybe have some sort of OCD cleanness too, because I cannot fathom. Like toothpaste, when that happens to my toothpaste, I will also run that under the sink so that way it doesn't like just sit there because that bothers. Speaking of that kind of stuff, dishes in the sink. I will say, I am okay with it being there for, like, one night. But, like, you gotta deal with it that next day. Okay? Like, when it's been left there for 2+ days, that's when the pet peeve kicks in.
That's crazy.
Because, like, really? You're gonna be that lazy? The dishwasher's right there.
Mm-hmm.
If the dishwasher... And my motto with the dishwasher is just keep it for all the keep it for all the dirty things exclusively. So that way the sink doesn't ever really get backed up. And then as soon as it's full... run it and put it away. Just deal with the dishes. Put on your favorite song. It goes by faster than you think, and you'll just be done, and they won't build up. And like, how do you let the dishes build up? Just do them. We're adults here. Just do them.
I don't like when people soak things in the sink as an excuse to not wash it, because I think a pan after cooking, like, that makes sense. You have to soak it, get it all loosened up. But my brother will eat something and soak it. He's like, oh, I gotta let it soften up before I wash it. No. You easily could have washed that. You just don't want to do it right now. And you suck.
Yeah.
I do that sometimes.
Again,
I do.
Especially when I'm baking, I'm like, no, this needs to
Baking, that's
soak.
different. That's what I'm saying. Like, baking.
but again, factor in the 1-day rule. Like, let it soak overnight and deal with it the next day.
Yeah.
But I'd rather
Don't leave
do
it there for like another 2 days.
I don't want to see it in the morning. Like, I want it to be done at nighttime, so I wake up with nothing.
Fresh.
I mean, I'm ideally the same way too.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like, we're all not perfect, okay? Sometimes it'll just have to soak overnight. Do I want that to be the norm? No. But
My next thing that I hate, which I'm going to lose some people here, I know, is when your text alarm sounds are on. I hate hearing people get text messages, especially when it, like, just starts going and going and going.
Yeah.
I hate it. My phone hasn't been on sound since I got my first smartphone in middle school.
I will only turn my sound on if I'm, like, walking around and I'm expecting someone to show up. Like, if I'm tidying up right before someone is coming over, I want the sound on so I can hear that they're here.
Yes, you know that you got a text.
But basically, otherwise my sound is off. But I will appreciate that the text sound goes off when you have your AirPods in.
Oh, I love when they read it.
I love that.
I love that. And my text sound is do-do-do-do. Kim Possible. What's the sitch?
That's
so
cute.
I feel like that's so iconic, and that beats every single time.
But, like, if I heard that more than 3 times, I'd be like, all right, Jana,
Yeah.
let's turn this off.
Yeah. If I'm having a texting conversation with someone, like, that's outlandish to have your sound on.
Yeah, there's
Absolutely
no need.
Yeah, no.
But, like, if
Or
you're
the
just...
keyboard sound.
And then people that get the phone calls so loud when you're shopping,
Mm-hmm.
their phones are going, and they don't even bother, just mute it.
You know what the crazy part is? Mom, I love you. And you probably won't see this, but that's okay. When people's phone is ringing and they don't hear it, and, like, we'll just leave it ringing. I'm like, Mom, your phone's ringing. She's like, what? Your phone is ringing. What? Answer the phone. You're going to miss the call. How do you not hear that? As it's on, like, full volume. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So people that don't even hear the phone ringing, I'm like, what's the point of having the sound on then?
Yeah.
At least if it's vibrating and it's on you, you can at least feel that.
Yeah.
If you can't hear it anyway, what's the point? Again, Mom, I love you. But just, how do you not hear your phone?
My text tone is the same sound as an airdrop, which I...
Oh, yeah.
Because people hear that like, who got an airdrop? I'm like, sorry.
Why'd you pick that?
I don't know. I did it a long time ago. I just haven't changed it. Yeah.
I've got one more on the fly one.
Okay.
Stinky people. We've heard me go on my rants before, but I'm going to do it again. Take a shower, put some deodorant on, and wear perfume or cologne. Do that on a daily basis, and you will never be caught smelling bad. There's just some people, like, oh my god, this one lady, like, absolutely ruined my day. Because she had to ride next to me in the morning bus, and she did not smell good.
Oh.
And then I was self-conscious because I was like, oh my god, did her smell transfer onto me?
Yeah.
Do I now smell bad all day? And even if I didn't smell bad, I just felt dirty all day after sitting next to her for the bus ride into the like, and then I was like, oh my god, now I have to sit here and work like this for 8 hours. What if I do smell? Now everyone at my job's gonna think that I smell bad. And oh my god, I just can't. Can we all just do our due diligence, please, and just smell good? And at the minimum, carry deodorant.
Yeah.
I don't care if you look silly when you're reapplying it, because I reapply it, and I'd rather look silly for 1 minute and smell good.
And there we have it. That's another week of the Neighbors Pod. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we have plenty more pet peeves to come. If this was fun for you, we could go all over again.
Please give us a 5-star review wherever you're listening.
And before you go, be sure to follow us on social media, TikTok at The Neighbors Pod, Instagram at theneighbors.pod. Follow us on Threads too while you're there. And before you go, subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Neighbors Pod. And while you're there, leave a comment down below of your pet peeves so we can keep the conversation going.
Mm-hmm.
With that, we'll see you next week, neighbor. Bye.
Bye, neighbor.
Bye.